everything that you need across your Slack conversations, your external tools, Salesforce, it's all right here. If you look at the top, it knows that Omega is this rep's top priority. Why? Because the deal stage is in Salesforce. We know all of the information about why this deal is important. We know your calendar. So we've surfaced this as something that's really important. Every tool that sellers need is right here. But how do they get there? Well, first, let's start with top of the funnel. Every single seller is stuck doing detective work. They're researching all of these different tools, looking for information. That's hours and hours a day, and we've automated it. I am so excited that agentic prospecting just went GA yesterday. So it's now doing all of that detective work agentically. It is looking at Zoom info, doing web research for you, reviewing previous call recordings, and it's serving you, the rep, all of these prospects on a silver platter. This is not just a list. These are the best prospects that meet your ICP delivered right inside of Slack. And I want Slackbot to actually have Agentforce manage these leads for me. Why? Because we have an engagement agent that automatically sends personalized, tailored messages to your leads, follows up, answers questions, and even books meetings with reps. That is amazing. So a sales rep doesn't have to touch this lead until the day that they actually meet them. All of that top of the funnel detective work is now gone. But pipeline means nothing if you're not prepared for the meeting. And that is why we are working here inside of the deal room, and we're going to be doing meeting prep. So let's think about how most of us prep for meetings. Maybe I have a meeting with one of you. I'm going to go inside of Salesforce. Then I'm going to call the AE. Then we're going to do a prep meeting. Then I'm going to go look at my Slack conversations. Then I'm going to see if somebody sent me an email. And I will probably fail at all of that because I, too, have a little bit of ADD. And so instead, what we're going to do is have Slackbot do meeting prep. And you'll see here, what is it doing? Well, it's pulled everything from Salesforce, Slack, and your connected apps, all for this call. I will tell you that this is the #1 use case that we launched with Slackbot inside of Salesforce, and reps were like just drooling. They were saving so much time because it's going through every single conversation, all of the Salesforce data. Honestly, it's way better at doing this prep than the average human because it's a little bit less lazy than I am. And this call brief here, it didn't exist 30 seconds ago. Slackbot generated it right as I was talking to you. And everything that you see here, like flagging the fact that the CFO is going to join the call, I didn't know that 30 seconds ago. This is a high-stakes, last-minute update, but Slackbot knows that. That's why inside of the recommendations here, it's already pulled in the right positioning, the right customer story. It's helping me build that business case, and the rep did not have to do any of that work. Think about all of the hours of meeting prep that would have been taken to get you to this spot. Gone. Okay, but the rep has been so busy drooling at Slack. What have they done? They might have forgotten to update Salesforce. Why? Because every seller in this room, and there are a couple of you in here, I know you, quote unquote, love updating Salesforce. And so we have fixed that too. You know, in my job, I talk to the best sellers in the world. They are so talented and so dedicated, and honestly, a part of my soul breaks when I hear them say, hey, I'm spending so much time doing all of this other stuff. I can only spend about 30% of my time with my customers. The rest, they're doing admin work, they're switching applications, they're figuring out what they need. The list goes on and on. And so what we did was we built the pipeline management agent. Now, if you ask Slackbot, hey, show me everything that I'm looking at, it takes the pipeline management agent. We're looking at all of your conversations, all of your updates, and we are actually orchestrating revenue. The rep never has to manually update Salesforce ever again. And here, why do I love this confirmation? It's not just another annoying AI confirmation. The rep is in control. This is the lifeblood of their business. Tell me a single rep who feels comfortable having AI update their pipeline. Said no one. But once they're in control, they do this a bunch of times, they see all the work that we're going through, then they can say, hey, I'm going to let Agentforce take over. I'm going to let Agentforce do these updates for me. In Miguel's SMB organization, we turned the pipeline management agent on in December. In 2 months, we saved 125,000 hours of updates from this tool alone. This is the future of what it means to be Salesforce. Now, this rep has saved so much time, but they still, what do they care about? Cash money, baby. Let's see how we are tracking on our forecast. Now, I don't know if you remember, but many years ago at Dreamforce, we did this hackathon, and somebody won a ton of money by basically taking a conversational ask, pulling up a dashboard in real time, and we gave them a giant check for that. That's what we're doing right here. We're going right to the source. Look for my pipe, look for my quota, look at my deals inside of Salesforce. Generate something that I can look at. Maybe it's going to be a dashboard or a chart. Slackbot is actually deciding what UI to render. I'm so happy I never have to go build UI again. I'm just going to send people here to this UI. And the reason it's taking a long time is there's no pre-built report behind the scenes. There's no one in IT like doing this for you in 2 weeks. I know every seller, it's the bane of their existence, waiting for a report to exist to find the data that they need. Well, here, you have now generated an entire snapshot of your pipeline and, ooh, look at the chart. Mark can give me $1 million now. And so everything that you just need to search data inside of Salesforce, it's right here. Slackbot just did this. So let's count up everything that I just showed in that demo. Top of the funnel detective work, gone. Your morning scramble, gone. Making Salesforce updates, gone. Searching for data, gone. Manually updating, gone. And everything that you need, those hours of meeting prep, all of that is gone. Who thinks that's an awesome demo? What I love about this demo is it finally solves the bane of my existence for the last 14 years and what I've been trying to deliver to customers. Because what really matters is the one thing that has always been worth the time is reps getting to spend more time with their customers, building lasting customer relationships. This is about one rep, having one agent, all inside of the conversation. Slack has always been where work gets done, and Slackbot is now how work gets done and happens. All of this is how we are reimagining Salesforce from the ground up. Thank you so much.